Hello, this is Bob McFarland. I'm doing 3 videos on defense and bridge. 50% of the time, you'll be on defense. So these videos are trying to help you with the struggle that you're going to have in defending the hands. Let me start by going to BBO, and if you go over here on the right hand side on the account and come up to convention cards, you can click and you should see a list of your convention cards. And I've already clicked on this one here, which is Bob McFarland and Partner. Very standard card. But instead of looking at it, I want us to look at a paper card that you would be taking to the club with you rather than what you would be having on BBO. Now, on the right hand side over here is all about bidding. We don't talk about any of that. On the left hand side is more about bidding, all the way down to slam conventions. We don't be talking about that. What we're going to be talking about in these 3 videos is this area right down here. And first of all, we'll talk about defensive carding. I'm going to tell you that the first time that you sit at a club and you sit down with your opponents, once they get the bid, they're going to look at you or me and they're going to say to you or to me, "What is your carding?" And you're going to think to yourself, "What is he talking about? I have no idea what he's talking about." Hopefully after you see this video, you'll know how to respond. What he wants to know is, what type of carding do you use? There's standard carding and there's upside down carding, as you can see from these 2 here. And what that means is, if you play standard, high means you like it and low means you don't. Not all people do that. Like some of the better players play upside down. I don't suggest that at all. A new player needs to learn how to play standard, and then they can learn upside down later on once they get to be a life master or something. But I'm a Ruby Life Master and I don't like upside down. But that's just me. But in any case, standard means high you like it and low you don't. So when we discard these cards that are not going to take a hand, they don't take a trick, we can tell our partner something. And that's what we want to do in defense, is we want to tell our partner something. Wouldn't it be nice if we could open our mouth and holler over there and say, "Hey, I really like that suit," or "No, I don't like that suit." But we can't do that. But we can with the cards that we throw. Defensive carding. So if you haven't learned anything else, when they look at you, you can say, "Well, we play standard." And they say, "Well, what about your discards?" And you think to yourself, "What is he talking about, discards?" Carding and discards are 2 different things. Carding is what card you play when you can follow the suit. Discards are what cards you play when you cannot follow the suit. And as you notice, nothing's checked in this area, and so you can just simply say standard. So if nothing else, when the opponents look at you and say, "What is your carding?" and you say standard, and then they say, "Well, what's your discards?" and you say standard, then you have successfully answered the question. And a lot of bridge players can't do that. So congratulations. Now, also in this area down on the bottom are leads and signals. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in the next 2 videos.